through the misty fells, where the lake winds cry, with a map in hand and a twinkle in his eye. The hills echo steps of a wandering soul. A silver fox grins as he reaches his goal.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to Wales again. As you can see, we've parked at the main Mac Loop car park. It's just shy of 6 in the morning. Pretty quiet apart from a few camper vans. I've no doubt it'll be much busier later on. But we're here this morning to do a much, I'm hoping, less strenuous walk than we did last time when we went up Cadair Idris. So we've got 2 classified fells to do today. Again, pardon my pronunciation, I think it's Waun-oer and Cribin Fawr. It's very murky at the moment. I'm hoping that might lift. I'm hoping we might even get a temperature inversion. We went out for something to eat at the pub just down the road last night, and when we were driving back, although it was a lovely evening, you could see further down in the valley was there was an inversion going on. So I'm hoping as we get along this walk, this cloud will hopefully drop maybe rather than lift. Anyway, so from the car park we walked a couple of 100 yards up to that ladder stile that you've just seen, and we're now actually on the Cambrian Way, and we're actually on the Cambrian Way for pretty much, or if not all, of this walk today. So we've got initially a steep climb here, then it flattens out, and then it goes up again, and then once we get onto the top, I think it's pretty much a bimble. So while I crack on up this Cambrian slate path, which now, after, as soon as I say that, stops being a Cambrian slate path, you go and have a look where we're off to today. So there we go, that's where we're off to today. Our highest point at 670 metres is Waun-oer. So hopefully by the time we get there we should have something to see. Yeah, just carrying on this nice path. So quiet, so still, so muggy and warm. It might look a bit grim and murky on the camera, but it's bloody warm again. So let's fingers crossed that the sun gets a little bit higher in the sky and all this cloud drops. We'll still see, time will tell. Okay, so as I say, we're parked in the Mac Loop car park, so it does get very busy, that car park. As you're walking along this path, you do get to this point here, and that you can see there's a slight trod going off up to the right. Resist the temptation to take that, because that's what the plane spotters use. There's a bit of a shortcut to get up onto that ridge which you can see behind us. Now that's looking promising, because 5-10 minutes ago you could not see that ridge. So hopefully things are starting to turn and change. So yeah, resist that path up there and carry on on the Cambrian Way, and eventually we do in not so long turn right, but yeah, don't follow that path thinking that's the right one. I was just about to say, I'm hoping if my navigation skills are spot on, we should come up to a very minor road very shortly, and out the mist it appears, with a few of our woolly jumping friends as well. So you can see the footpath sign there, just to the other side of the road. We're straight over there. So there might not be much to see at the moment, but just standing here and taking in the silence is superb. You can just see a little bird here, a little bird cheeping away. I can't even hear any sheep, just that one solitary bird. What difference 24 hours makes, eh? From yesterday up Cadair Idris, and this time there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and we could see for miles. Look at this. How promising does that look? And that has appeared in the last minute, I'd say. Yes, come on. It might be happening, people. I think it might be happening. I'm not sure. One of them two is Mynydd Moel. I can't work out which one it is. But yep, the cloud's dropping. The cloud is dropping. Fantastic. We are out of the clouds. Superb. So there's, I've just checked. The lump on the left is Mynydd Moel that we did last year. The one on the right is Gow Craig. It keeps coming and going over there, but ahead of us, we're well and truly out of the clouds. So this could turn out to be an absolute belter of a walk. I mean, it was going to be a belter of a walk anyway, but this could be epic. Look at that. That's the ridge that we did last year. So Gow Craig is on the right at the end, the knobble, and Mynydd Craig in the middle, Mynydd Moel to the left. And I think even Craig Mac, the pointy one there, is now appearing out of the clouds. Superb. So there we are, more and more hills starting to show. I don't know any of them, so I'm not gonna, I even got them wrong before. So Gow Craig is this lump here on the end. Mynydd Craig is in the middle there about, and Mynydd Moel is the big one. I knew that one, but yeah, I thought that was Mynydd Craig, but that's Gow Craig. The pointy one there, Craig Mac. We can't quite see Cadair Idris because we're not high enough. Cadair Idris is the other side of Mynydd Moel. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. And look at that, there's even a shadow there. Oh, is that Brocken Spectre there? Very faint one, maybe. Very faint one. The hill, just need to get a bit higher because the sun's not quite over the ridge yet. Oh, fantastic. The early bird catches the inversion, as Stephen has just said. Taking our eyes away from the inversion. In fact, no, let's tell you what, let me spin you around and then you can have it behind us. So taking our eyes back onto the inversion, carrying on the Cambrian way, and eventually we'll hit a wall, and then we pretty much just follow that wall all the way along, and all our destinations are pretty much in a straight line. But oh, I'm so glad I came out, because when I opened that back door this morning and the mist was in, my heart sank. But then I remembered the drive home last night and seeing that bit of an inversion kicking off, and it certainly kicked off all right. Now the sun's coming up now, so that Brocken Spectre might be appearing very soon. So that's me reached the col, come to this ladder style, footpath closed. Fortunately, that was never our intended route. We hang a left now and basically handrail this fence line and this forest for a good way for our route out this morning, and then this route is an out and back, so we'll just completely retrace our steps. So yeah, so I think it's about 3.75 mile out, and then the same back. So not a tough walk, longer walk than yesterday, but not a tough one. So yeah, we're in the shade for a bit now while we go past this forest. But to be honest, it's that warm, I'm kind of thankful of the shade. I just can't stop looking at that. What a reward for coming out in the mist this morning, and it's just dropping all the time. So we can now just about make out. So there's Mynydd, and then the little pointy one to the left, that's Mynydd, Cadair Idris's highest point. Superb. Right, let's get cracking. I'll bring you back at our first hill of the day. Hey, here we are on our first hill of the day. It's not classified. It's Mynydd, Ceiswyn. I'll put it on the screen anyway. 605 metres. No summit feature. This is the high point. Bosh. Look at that. You see the inversion all the way down the valley, all the way to the coast. Anybody down there think it's a grim old day? Look at it up here. Superb. And I think that's our next fell straight ahead. Waun-oer. So there we go, we're past the forest and we're looking east now. And there's inversions all down the valleys that side as well. Fantastic. Reminds me of a song. Inversions to the left of me, inversions to the right of me, stuck in the middle with you. Beautiful views down into this huge bowl. Looking down onto the clouds, I can hear the road, but I can't see it. This is our final short sharp little push to Waun-oer summit. Be there very shortly. Okay, here we are on our second to last or penultimate hill of this walk, and it's the nut-all of Waun-oer, 670 meters. Bosh. Stupendous. Absolutely fantastic. Inversions all the way around. There's over to Ceiswyn range. I can see that ridge of Waun-oer that's behind the church, and I think I can see all the way to Snowdonia right in the distance. Much clearer today. It was very hazy yesterday, bit of clarity today, but what a hill, and no real effort getting here either. Unbelievable. Right, we've got one more fell today, or hill or mountain, and that's Cribin Fawr, which I think will be either that one or that one. We have got a bit of a drop down and then back up, but anyway, I'll bring you back along the way. But this has been a great walk this morning. 1 hour and 3/4 to get here, but I've been doing so much faffing and taking pictures and videoing, and why not when you don't get mornings like this very often. Anyway, let's get over to Cribin Fawr. Just dropped off Waun-oer, and our target of Cribin Fawr is straight ahead. So yeah, we have got a bit of descent and then a bit of reascent, but nothing too strenuous. Nothing too strenuous at all. I reckon possibly maybe 20 minutes, half an hour we'll be up there. I think something like that anyway. But then that's our furthest point, then we start heading back, so we've got loads of time. I think what we might do, if there's no annoying beasties up there, I think that's where we'll have our sandwiches and a drink. Well, when I said nothing too serious, maybe there is a serious bit to it. That's steep, man, and I've got to go all the way up there. I'm not bringing you down with me. I'm not bringing you down here with me. I'll put you away until we get to the bottom. Right, that's me down from there. That was steep. Only took 5 minutes, but you had to be very careful. Halfway down I came a bit away from the fence and onto the grass. It was easier. Bloody hell, that was steep. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, it looks a bit more gentle over this stile, and then it looks a bit more gentle up to the summit of Cribin Fawr. So we're in a right little col here. Right, up there. Right then, here we are on our last, final and third hill of the day. And it's the nut-all of Cribin Fawr at 659 metres. I'm on the high point of the hill. There is no cairn, so we'll take it as this. Bosh! That little rock hidden under all that moss. Oh, I'm not going to lie, that was tough getting here. Down that steep drop and then back up. I actually headed off piste this way direct for the summit, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just follow the fence line back down. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Waun-oer and have my butties there, because I don't fancy doing that steep incline on a full belly. So I'm just going to have a quick drink here and then start heading back. I think this big lump in the middle there is maize glass, which I have got planned for tomorrow, so that might be tomorrow's hill. So tomorrow we'll be over there looking back this way. Right, I'm going to get on that path by the fence if there is a path, and then head back up to Waun-oer and I'll catch you back there. Right, 5 minutes to come down. I'm amazed if it takes me 5 minutes to get back up. Oh, not looking forward to this. Right, come on, let's go. That bit done. And this bit to go. Well, I have to say, it was easier coming up than it was going down. You can get more purchase, you can use the rocks as steps rather than trying to... Yeah, it was harder going down than going up, but anyway, brought the back of it now, and not long before we're back on Waun-oer. Here we are, back on the summit of Waun-oer. Bosh, the second time, and the inversion still lingering. Stunning stuff, absolutely stunning. So that's where we've come from. Cribin Fawr. That's where we were yesterday, the far distance. Mynydd and Cadw. In the foreground is Mynydd. So with these stunning 360 views, I'm going to sit here a while and have a drink and a bite to eat. Oh, what a morning! What a morning! Okay, that's me fed and watered. It's now the short bimble back to the car. The inversion's starting to slowly go away now. I'd say another hour and it probably won't be any of it left. The valley where we're heading towards is completely clear. Yeah, and as I've been sat here for 20 minutes, it's been slowly drifting off the hills. So yeah, I don't think it'll be here much longer. Anyway, back to the car for the slow bimble back. Probably won't film much because it's pretty much the same as what you've seen on the way up, but if anything does occur or anything does, any view I think it should be you need to see, I'll turn the camera back on. For the time being, I'll catch you in a bit. So that valley down there on our way up an hour or so ago was completely full of cloud, and in just that short time it's all gone. And slowly but surely it's disappearing this side as well. A couple of noticeable points of interest coming to view from Mynydd Moss's Mary Jones Way trail early last year. The little white building down there, you can probably just make out, is a farm. As we were going through, farmer stopped us and says, "There's no public right of way through here, mate." And we'd just passed the Mary Jones Way marker, and we said, "Oh, we're on the Mary Jones Way." And he says, "Oh, Mary Jones." He says, "No problem, come on through." So he's obviously got some sort of deal that whilst it's not public access, if you're on the Mary Jones Way, then you're allowed through. So that was the first point of interest. And the second point, this little hill just in the middle here, poking its head above the clouds, is Ifol, or Ifol, or Ifoel, however you pronounce it. Well, that was the hill that we did our little wild camp after the first day. Cracking little fell. We had something to eat in the Cross Foxes, bowl of chips I think, and then we headed on up for our wild camp on Ifol. So yeah, just thought I'd mention them. So if you haven't already, go and check out the videos of the Mary Jones Way. It's brilliant. Really enjoyed that walk. But for today, we're just carrying on, really slow pace, no rush. We're probably about 2 miles back to the car, just bimbling along, enjoying the outdoors. Okay, that's me back at the footpath closed sign. Probably about, well, 6 miles in, probably about another 1.5 miles to go back to the car. I think this is as good a point as any to sign off the video with this fantastic view of Cadair Idris behind me. So thank you for watching. If indeed you still are, absolutely fair play to you. I hope you've enjoyed this one as much as I've enjoyed it. So this is walk number 4, is it, of the trip? Oh, hopefully one more tomorrow. So we'll catch you on that one, which I think is going to be maize glass. But anyway, until tomorrow, ta-ra for a bit.